It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers
and the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Off the play fake. Zambrano. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away, and that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Let's go, man. Show them what you got. Let's roll.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley then able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Three yards remain for second down. Looking to throw. Mobley. And Lazard's got it again. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Mobley. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They call that a loss of 6 yards. It's third down now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come. He's still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow the ball carrier.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Looking to throw. Mobley. He finds Watson complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Off play action. Mobley. And he'll just get rid of it. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
One back in the game. That's Jones. Second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. He gets this down to the 3. The power right out of the bag, but couldn't do it timely. And again, the yards will get a little bit closer. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, but not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
On 4th down, Mobley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano out left to Dotson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down catch here by Jahan Dotson. You get the sense watching him that his ascent is only just beginning. More catches, yards, and touchdowns every year at Penn State, and played his way into the first round. A tremendous athlete, he also runs routes with great intelligence.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Zambrano going right back to Dotson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Zambrano complete. It's Dotson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing on 1st down. Zambrano, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Zambrano. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Mobley. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can take this play and get the series back on track with the completion for enough yards for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Mobley. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Oh, able to avoid him. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Zambrano. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Zambrano. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. That's complete to Lazard. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw. Mobley. That finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, here's Cobb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Mobley. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Even without a ton of pressure in this phase, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Mobley. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defense is counting on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. Mobley drops it to Jones in the flat. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. That is caught by Cobb, and it's a Packer touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Zambrano. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Zambrano. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Let's roll. Let's rock and roll.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Looking to throw. Mobley. This is caught with a catch right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. That's right. Let's play. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second and 9 from the 44. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. They started to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe will eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mobley. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, Mobley. Pass delivered near the sideline, that's Cobb. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down at the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 to the 3 in the area. What are you doing?
Something quick here. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Zambrano completes it to Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing on first down. Zambrano. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Zambrano looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Second down and 3. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there. for pass interference.
What do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
To throw on second down. Zambrano. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go play action here on first down. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And taken down just shy of the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Looking to throw on second down. Mobley. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll span the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mobley over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. Mobley. Again, that's Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, Mobley. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Personal foul. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Up the middle, Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try again with Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a keeper, taking it from the 5 to the 3.
Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing a line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if you get to the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now Washington down by 6. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to about the 22 here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again to Jones, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And the kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails. They just couldn't get their equilibrium back.